Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video and check out this project. My name is Terry Hoknes. I have lived in Saskatoon my entire life and absolutely love telling its unique story. So let me tell you about my history project. I've already spent 3 years going through every single page of the Star Phoenix newspaper for the entire 20th century, and I plan to go through 1 million pages in total by the time I am done. My goal is to index every historically important and interesting article and advertisement from the entire 100-year period. I want to share my info and tell the most detailed history of Saskatoon ever. Therefore, I'm publishing a series of books that will focus in depth on specific time periods and themes. So I've started with the decade of the 1960s because I think it's one of the most fun and important ones in our city's history. This month I am publishing the first 6 books in my Saskatoon History series. All books will be printed and be ready by the end of November, just in time to make perfect Christmas gifts. There are 4 completely different books about the 1960s and 2 books about the 1950s in this series. 6 different books focusing on these decades, but with completely different information in each one. The first book is Local History and News, where I highlight 3,000 of the most important and fascinating stories of the decade in Saskatoon and area. Every possible topic is covered, featuring news in regards to schools, construction, the arts, the university, crime, murders, you name it. The second book is an encyclopedia of bands and musicians of the 1960s in Saskatoon and area, covering 400 different bands that performed throughout the decade and over 1,000 musicians. Anyone who played music professionally in the 60s is in this book, so it's people that you know. The third book is super fun. I've collected the original advertisements for 1,000 different concerts of the 1960s in Saskatoon, from the first rock concerts, big country and western shows, nightclub stars, to local groups like the Symphony Orchestra, the Greystone Singers, and much more. Everybody is in this book. The fourth book has over 350 sports teams, which feature over 5,000 local sports athletes covering all types of sports. Perhaps you will see some of your old schoolmates, friends, or relatives. The other 2 books focus on the 1950s. Some amazing things happened during this exciting decade that most are not even aware of. So why this video? To ask for your help. I want to print all 6 books in the next week, and printing costs are high due to the small print runs I will be doing of these books. So I greatly appreciate anyone who's interested in my books and my project. If they would help support this by helping me raise money to get the books printed, there are lots of options. You can order just 1 book or any combination. The cost of printing just 50 copies each of these 6 books is over $4,000. I have set the minimum through Kickstarter much less than that because I appreciate just getting any help to get these books printed. I'd love it if you would share this with others. As soon as the books are printed, I will let you know that they arrived from the printers. All books can be picked up from me personally in Saskatoon. But if you need books shipped, we'll discuss your specific needs and I can ship anywhere worldwide. Thank you so much for helping this project become a reality.